had a major issue with one of our properties. It's been a nightmare and a half. Like I actually started, hey, good. Hey, we got your email about that, all that stuff. There's actually a way to work around it that we need your help with.
Okay.
There's a code modification request, right?
Okay.
Saying that basically we can do all the walls fire rated, right? I talked to the people down at the city. We could do all that stuff. We don't need to do new glass. We don't need to do any of that stuff. We don't need to do stairwells. We don't need to do sprinklers. We just need to do a code modification request and submit everything as an as-built, right? And then go in there with a code modification request and then say, these are what the things that we can do to make it safe. We've got brick on the first floor, which already acts as a fire barrier. So we can use that as some, and this is just because I've been at this project so damn long, I've heard everybody's opinion about it. And this is.
I'm new to it, so I'm just looking at it from a broad perspective.
You're looking at it very linear. It's X, it needs to be Y, right? And I get that. But it's X, and we need to say, this is an as-built. We're looking, you need to work with the city before you start working on the property, if that makes sense. You need to go and say, this is what I've got, this is what we're gonna do, because this doesn't make any economic sense, this doesn't fit your affordability process, this doesn't do this doesn't do that, you know what I mean? Versus saying, hey, go rebuild this whole damn house, which doesn't make sense to anybody. We need to do, how do we do a code modification request to appease you, get a fire, because it's all fire code, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're not gonna put an elevator in, it's not ADA compliant, none of that stuff. So there is a workaround. We need to figure out something that we could do to appease them. So I think it's you sitting down with the actual planner and giving them the say-so that they feel good about making the decision versus us coming up to them with our solution. You know, and that's you just being really passive and letting them have 100% control and just being like, you know, I've been told by, you know, several people and different things that the city is willing to work with people so that this guy doesn't have to tear down this property and rebuild it, you know, so that he can provide affordable housing. And we need to sit down with you and say, what is the best way to do this? At a certain point, it'd almost be cheaper to put freaking sprinkler systems in than it would be to do all the other stuff you're talking about. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. The sprinkler's really expensive because you're gonna need a 6-inch line to come in, and that's like,
fire code is the worst. You know, these guys are the union freaking mob. I'll tell you that right now.
I know. Well, so this is my approach, is to put a type X or a 5/8 inch jit board over the kitchen on the first and second floor, going all the way around the stair. Both sides of the wall. You're gonna have to put a rating in the basement because you're putting an appliance in there. You're gonna have to put a rating on the floor, the ceiling, that at the roof, and then you're gonna need to put a draft stop of the wall there because you don't. In other words, if we rate the ceiling that's at the roof, you don't have to extend your wall to the roof. And to get away from that, we'll have to put a draft stop above that 1 hour rated wall, which is, you know, just a stud wall with sheathing on it or something. It's not something that's...
So I think what we need to do is get a meeting with whichever planner. If that planner doesn't get us there, we're gonna call the head planner. I think what you should do is email the head planner, say, here's the issue that I have. I'm looking for a solution that's reasonable.
I'm gonna do next.
Okay.
I think just what I just told you is probably the minimum.
Yes, that's what I'm prepared to do.
To get them happy.
That's what I was prepared to do, and that's what I figured I had to do, but all the other stuff, I don't think they're gonna make me require. And I do have the head of that who already walked the property.
Okay, I saw his email contact. Should I contact him first?
I would go to the head dude of the department.
I wonder if I should just CC all of them.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna get sick in hearing me because I've been at him for a while, so. Let me also, just while you're on the phone real quick, let me call my contractor dude and see if he's got a workaround real quick, okay?
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Multitasking. We look for solutions, not problems. Like if you're in business and you're in real estate right now and you're looking for problems, there's plenty of them. Like most people would be defeated by this one. This is fun for me actually a little bit. Like just like getting beat down by the city. Like somebody can say yes. There's a million people that could say no, right? And there's a million people that are gonna say, oh, this deal can't be done, or you can't get this done, or you can't get that done. Let's just go with that for right now, and then let me make a few phone calls, okay?
I just want to throw this out there, but next time you guys want to acquire property, and you want me to do like a quick code analysis, just let me know. And that way, you know, we can
come out to 1044 Main Street. This was an oversight by the original GC that I hired. He didn't pull a permit on it. We got nailed, and therefore now we're in the deep, right? So it is what it is. I'm with you 100%. Like, lesson learned, move on and focus on the solution. I'm with it, but I'm not quitting on nothing ever. Like, it's just not in my DNA. So like, no is not an answer I hear very well. So
no, I hear you. No, I was just trying to go through the different options. I mean, these options, quad, townhouse, duplex, they're really for new builds, not existing. So
here's the other thing that they told me. They told me, whatever your guy presents, we're gonna go with that recommendation. That's what they told me offline.
Oh, damn, okay. Well, why didn't you start off with it?
Well, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't really say it like in that way, because the first architect I had look at it gave me kind of basically the same thing that you're doing. And I was like, I don't want to do all that. I was like, I have to take down cabinets and stuff. He's like, well, that's what your guy said. So if he says that, then that's what you got to do, right?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, I've got...
Because if you're willing to put your stamp on it, right? That's what the way they're looking at it.
Okay, so I found some ULs that I can incorporate into the drawings, and I have UL in the section listing...
What the hell does UL mean?
Wall assembly.
What does UL mean?
It's a unified listing that they normally ask for when you submit fire penetrations or fire ratings or assemblies.
If it did go up in smoke, I wouldn't be mad.
But all right, insurance money.
Well, you know, listen, they got to get, I never got a good insurance check ever. So, all right. So, sounds good. This one is definitely one for the record books here. So, I appreciate your diligence, and I'll make a few phone calls as well. Okay.
All right. I'll send an email out tonight with these gentlemen stating my approach and if they agree or don't agree or what their thoughts are and how we can close the loop on this.
All right, thanks, appreciate it.
Yes, sir, thank you.
But good find. But yeah, sometimes you got to guide them in. Sometimes you got to tell your architect, dude, stop playing. Architects are like rule followers, right? They're like, I interpret code, I apply code, and that's it. It's like, businessmen find a way around stuff, right? And so we're at Black Bob right now. So we're gonna make another call, and we're gonna call an attorney those guys are not rule followers. Those guys are interpretations of the law, right? And that's what we want. We want an interpretation that's favorable to us, right? Whatever the situation is, like, there's always a way to find a solution. We don't focus on problems, we focus on solutions. We're gonna get into this house right now. We're at Black Bob. Make sure you check out that video when this one airs, but we just wanted to tell you kind of like what I'm dealing with.
Hey, thank you for staying tuned all the way to the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you're actually learning something. If you are, make sure you stay tuned, because we got plenty of more videos about exactly what I'm talking about, and we're gonna have video after video so you can enjoy and learn. So make sure you stay tuned for the next video. Peace.